Hello everyone. Are you ready for our last sketch idea? We had fun with this one. I chose another card from the mini catalog to be used, and I didn't have any of the supplies that they used. So I'm going to show you how you can do the same thing with what you have. Join me in the studio and I'll show you how. For today's card, I'm using the framed Florets stamp set. I'm using this image right here. I'm also using the framed Florets dies with the one that matches the stamp so I can cut it out. From my harvest dies, I'm using this one. From my artistic dies, I'm using this leaf spray. Stylish shapes dies, I have this circle. It's probably like the third one down. I need a scrap of fresh freesia, a scrap of white. I am using the Nature's Prints pattern paper, and this is the one I've chosen. It's got some, it looks like writing on it, but anyway, it's that piece. My card base is gray granite. All the measurements of the supplies are on my blog, and the link is in the information section below. My ink is fresh freesia. I have gray granite, but oh, I know why, because I'm going to stamp my sentiment with that. I am using some of the silver festive pearls and some of the open weave fresh freesia ribbon. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our card base together and add our pattern paper. Okay. The sample looked like it used soft succulent, but then the background, I wasn't certain if it was soft succulent or gray granite, so I went with gray granite. All right, now this goes on. In the sketch, the big piece went this way. My piece is going this way, so mine is going to be reversed from what is in the picture. So if you don't have the stamp set that they have, look for something you do have. And even if it's not in the right direction, that's okay. You can still use it. And I'm putting just dots of glue on my tips. All right. Oh, I need one right there. Okay. And then I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to hold that up, and that's going to go on like so. Now, to get these pieces to stay down, I'm just going to put a block on top of it to hold it. My next piece that I'm going to use is, oops, this one. All right, and I'm going to put glue on it, and I'll move my block and put this one down. I'm going to hit the tip so it stays down. I'll put this one down on here. All right, and I'm going to put it right about like this. And I got to come down far enough. Whoops, this piece is, again, I'm going to use my block to hold it in place. But this one little piece doesn't want to stay in place. Got it that time. All right, so there's that. Now, the picture had a couple of other sprays. I didn't want it too busy, so I'm just going to use this and stack it this way so it looks like it's one long piece. but it's not. All right. So I'm going to put that there. And then this piece I'll put underneath. And again, using my block to hold it in place for that glue to grab. To do my sentiment, I have my circle. And my sentiment actually, and it's on crooked, so I'm going to try and straighten it out. It actually came from framed florets. It's for a special person on a special day. Well, I don't want on a special day. So I'm going to mask that off, and then I will stamp it. I got to get a Post-it note, and I'm going to cut it because I don't want this L over here. So I've got to mask it off. So cut your pieces in half, and I'm going to ink up my sentiment, and hopefully this is dark enough. Remember to take your mask off or you will have a blob on your paper. All right, I saw it transfer. Let's make sure it's, yes, it's dark enough. I was thinking maybe black, but that would be too dark. All right, I'm gonna take this off. I think it's got it enough. This I'm gonna put on with dimensionals. So let me get some dimensionals on the back. But before I put this down, I'm gonna do my ribbon treatment. And all they did was they took a piece of ribbon and they did kind of this with it. So I'm gonna do the same thing. All right, and I can trim my ends if I need to. And then this is gonna go on like so. I think I'm gonna do this. But I need to attach this to my card base. So I'm gonna put down some tear-in tape right about there. And I will hide the tear-in tape behind my sentiment. All right, so I've got that like so. And I'm going to put a piece of tear-in tape on the top because that sandwiches the ribbon and I don't want it coming releasing and messing up. And I don't want I'm going to leave that on there because I don't want this to get stuck to the tape and make it wonky. All right, so I've got my backs off and I'm going to add that on there like so. All right, okay, now that I have my card put together, I still need to add my gems, but this is looking too plain. So I'm going to take my blender pen and I'm just going to color over top of the leaves, which causes the ink to bleed. I don't know what this technique is called. I refer to it as color bleeding because that's what, or ink bleeding, because that's what happens. So it just kind of took away some of that, all that white. Now I have to add my gems. All right, now let's see, they've got quite a few on here and I have quite a few, so I can add a lot of gems. These are all the same size. Excuse me, but that's okay. Well, these weren't so small. I'd probably use my fingers. I might try that and see. And there we go. I think it looks so much better with that colored in a little bit. Just gives it a little hint of color. And I love the pop that you get from the gems. I hope you enjoyed today's idea. Make sure you check out Vicky's to see what she did. Next month, we'll be doing something different. It won't be a sketch. Not sure, I don't remember what it was, but make sure you check back because you never know what we're coming up with. Have a great day. Bye.